Sally lives in Kansas with her and Harry's 2 young children. She is attending school and has a part-time job making $1,000 a month. However, the court ordered that her wage income be set at minimum wage of $1,257. She receives $300 a month spousal support from Harry. She has another child from a previous relationship. That child does not reside with her, and she pays child support of $100. Harry moved to Texas and has straight wage income of $6,049 with overtime of $1,234.56. And he gets a company house tax-free worth an inputted but non-taxable income of $500. He also has a child not of this relationship for a total of 3 children, but that child is too old to qualify for the child tax credit. He pays $300 to Sally as alimony and $325 for child support for this 3rd child, as well as $25 of interest and $75 of dividends. One of their 2 children has special needs. Sally pays $200 and Harry $50, but Harry pays this through his child support. The Molamphy Child Support Calculator has 3 modules: Child Support Worksheet, Best Allocator of the Children's Personal Exemptions and Child Tax Credits, and Head of Household Offset. Each module has an input page with a Calculate key and an output page with a Back key. Exhibit 1 has the appropriate information about the parents. Exhibit 2 is the input page based on the information in Exhibit 1. You enter the appropriate input information in the input page. Hit the Calculate key, and the output page appears on the screen with the results just like Exhibit 3. If you wish to change any of the input after examining the output page, hit the Back key, and the input page appears so you can make appropriate changes if any of the input. The output page shows the results from the input page's data entry. Obviously, the input page and output page for each of the 3 modules have much in common, but there are differences. This report shows 3 output pages for the worksheet, the allocator, and the offset for one particular example, so you can get a feel for the system. Much more information about the modules is available when you subscribe to the system. This is the Child Support Worksheet output page. First, note that it is on one page, so all the information is available at a glance. It has the same basic format as the Guidelines Child Support Worksheet, with some significant improvements. The Molamphy Child Support Worksheet output page has 10 zones. The first region has self-explanatory identification information, but it is not intended to be a caption. The version of the software is identified as well as the county, case number, and preparer. The parents are named as in the court proceedings, and the custodial parent is identified. There is much more room for different types of income, as 3 types of wage income are listed compared to the 1 line of wages in the guidelines, and heaven knows where one puts non-wage, non-self-employed, or non-court-ordered income, such as interest and dividends in the guidelines form, not to mention that if there is only wage income, That income is repeated 4 times in the guidelines form. The positive, negative signs are embedded in the different incomes, but there is no limitation as to the sign of the value. Here, the total child support income is $1,457 for Sally and is $7,258.56 for Harry. The right-hand side has room for comments on the income issues, and then further down the form, there is room for comments on the insurance premiums and child care cost. Here, note that Sally's $1,257 wage income is inputted, and Harry is paying Sally $300 in spousal support and is paying another mother $325 in child support. Note that Harry's initial child support income is reduced by $7,258.56 times 0.7951 to $5,771.28 because he lives in Texas and the cost of living adjustment for the year 2013, quarter 1, is used. In addition, this cost of living multiplier is applied to his 2 court order payments and his interest and dividends. If a cost of living adjustment is appropriate, then the year and quarter of the adjustment is selected out of the 3 most recent quarters, and then the jurisdiction is selected. This package also allows the user to select the cost of living adjustment for the 4 largest Kansas counties of Johnson, Sedgwick, Shawnee, and Wyandotte, as well as the rest of the 101 Kansas counties. Next, the percentage of each parent's child support income to the combined child support income is determined after any cost of living adjustment. The combined child support income is $7,228.28, which is then raised to the power of 0.806101237 and then multiplied by 0.66760369 and finally multiplied by 1.60 because there are 2 children in the age 0 to 5 and son, each child's child support is 80% of the child support for a child in the age 12 to 18 category, for a combined child support of $1,378.52. The effective teenage equivalents are the total number of effective teenagers in the family using the formula of number of children in age 0 to 5 times 80% plus number of children in age 6 to 11 times 92% plus number of children in age 12 to 18. For example, a 2-1-2 age distribution has a teenage equivalence of 2 times 80% plus 1 times 92% plus 2, or 4.52. This is the Pekowski algorithm in action, so the resulting child support is accurate to the penny rather than bumpy as in the guidelines. This section follows the guidelines In first starting with the cost of the entire medical insurance premiums for either parent and then subtracting that portion of the premium for coverage of others besides the children of the parents for both parents. It then takes the child care cost for the custodial parent and subtracts the child care tax credit that is calculated below. It does not give the non-custodial parent any child care tax credits because that parent can't take the tax credit. In this example, Sally's net dental insurance cost is $60 minus $15 or $45, and her child care costs of $300 are reduced by $102 for the child care cost tax credit for a total of $243. Similarly, Harry's insurance and child care costs without any child care cost tax credit totals $325. The $243 and $325 are added to the combined child support for a total child support of $1,554.16, and that sum is in turn multiplied by 79.843%, which is Harry's percentage of that parent's child support income to the combined child support income. As a point of information, note that the non-custodial parent's percentage of child support income is taken out to 5 significant digits. Thus, Harry pays 79.843% of Sally's $243 combined cost for dental insurance and after-tax child care. However, note that Harry's net cost for insurance and child care costs are then subtracted from the child support, so Harry gets a 100% minus 79.843%, or a 20.157% credit for these payments against his child support. So the basic child support is $1,229.16. There are child support adjustments of an increase of $89.37 from the transfer of the parent's children's 2 personal exemptions and 2 child tax credits to Harry. A child support decrease of $53.16 from the head of household offset, and a $50 child support increase because Harry pays his share of the child's special needs through child support. These 3 adjustments total $86.21, so the child support is now $1,315.37. Note that there is no consideration of Sally's child support adjustments because they have no effect on Harry's child support. The enforcement fee in this example is limited to $5, since 2.5% divided by 2 times $1,355.04 is $16.94, which is more than half times $10. The child care cost tax credit calculation needs the custodial parent's adjusted gross income as well as the number of children in child care. The custodial parent's adjusted gross income determines the percentage multiplier from 35% to 20%. If no child care cost is deductible, then the number of children is 0. If there is only one child who qualifies for the child care tax credit, then the number of children is 1. If more than one child qualifies, then the number is 2. The actual child care cost is multiplied by the selected percentage of 34% times Sally's child care cost of $300, since Sally's adjusted gross income is $1,300. This can't be more than $500 because 2 children qualify for the child care tax credit, and so the child care tax credit is 34% times $300, or $102, which in turn is subtracted from the $300 child care cost. The signature lines are standard. Note that the parents' adjusted gross incomes for the federal income, but there is no Kansas adjusted gross income for Harry since Harry lives in Texas. There are 2 personal exemptions and child tax credits from the children of the relationship, while Sally has a personal exemption and child tax credit for her other child, and Harry only gets a personal exemption from his other child. The best allocation is the transfer of the 2 personal exemptions and 2 child tax credits from the children of the relationship to Harry for a child support increase of $89.37 and a savings of $52.29 for each parent. This is true even if Harry can't use the full $166.67 of the 2 children's child tax credits, but only $120.83. In that regard, note that Sally can only use $157.50 of the $250 child tax credit generated by 3 children, 2 from the relationship and 1 not from the relationship. Here is the head of household offset. Sally's personal exemption and child tax credit for her child not of the relationship is included in this calculation, and Harry's side includes the 2 children of the marriage as well as his child's personal exemption not of the relationship. Sally contributes half of $17.21, and Harry contributes half of $89.11 for a total head of household offset of $53.16. Thus, the child support is increased by $89.37 as a result of the personal exemptions and child credits, and reduced by $53.16 as a result of the head of household offset.